A new year has just started, so now it's the perfect time to look back into 2025 and also into the future, into 2026. And also I'm going to answer some of your burning questions. I also have someone behind the camera helping me today, and he is going to tell me what to do, hopefully.
Dance.
I don't think that's in the script.
Thanks for 1,000 subscribers.
Right, that happened in December still, yeah. 1,000 subscribers. Thanks to all of you who actually pressed that button down there somewhere. And if you haven't already, then do it now, or else I'm going to find you. It's actually been now 13 years since I've uploaded my first video to YouTube, but that was many channels ago. But not a single one of my channels ever hit 1,000 subscribers, so that's the first now, and that means that great things are ahead, hopefully. And with that out of the way, it's now time to recap 2025. So what's the first thing on the list?
15 videos.
15 videos, yeah, that's a little bit more than I wanted to do. I had a plan to make one video every month, so I guess I hit that. I think there were 13 videos about Oxide. 12, damn it. So 12 videos about Oxide, that means roughly one a month, that's pretty good. But that means what were the other 3 videos? I think there was the Ducatia video in January, which feels kind of crazy because I think, now if I think about it, it seems like that was so much longer ago. Then there was the April Fool's video, right? What was that about?
The face reveal?
The face reveal,
The dire mistake.
And then there was, what else was there? Right, the calculator unboxing. Still have it right here, and I haven't touched it since making that video. So that's great.
How much was it?
It wasn't that expensive, don't worry about it.
The most successful video?
Most successful video, right. I would say the anatomy. I would say that was probably the anatomy of a Minecraft world with, my guess would be 12,000 views, is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect, almost as if I've written the script for this video. Yeah, that was actually one of the rare cases where I thought that the video was going to do pretty well based on the title that I came up with, and I was right. Usually it's the other way around. When I think a video is going to perform well, it doesn't, and when I think that a video just completely tanks, then it does really well. So then a lot of things happened with Oxide in 2025 specifically. Right, if you think back at the beginning of the year, you couldn't even join the game, and now you can, of course, join the game, load a vanilla world, roam around, break blocks, place blocks, interact with entities, let a creeper explode, use a chest or other block entities. So yeah, pretty crazy that all of that happened in 2025. It doesn't really feel like so much has happened in this one year, but yeah, now looking back, it's actually kind of crazy what happened. But yeah. Anyways, what's next on the list?
The face reveal that we all regret.
Yeah, I'm sorry for showing my face on camera. Yeah, no, but I want to specifically talk about the face reveal because that has enabled me to do a lot more creative videos, I think. If you look back at just the intros that I did for some of the videos, I couldn't have done this if I wouldn't have shown my face. As long as you stick to brightly lit areas, it should be safe, but be careful when it gets dark. And also because we've had some other projects in 2025 that didn't happen on my channel, like the infamous hide and seek video. If you haven't watched that, it's actually linked in the video description down below. Are you sending them the photo?
Beautiful. What is it? What is it called?
A circle.
No. A compass?
No. Compass tells you where north is. It's surprisingly fun. I actually did watch it back just a couple of days ago. And yeah, it is kind of surreal to not quite remember anymore what you did in the video, and then you can see yourself again. Wild that this was also in 2025. It kind of feels like this was such a long time ago. Yeah, and then of course because that video did so well, we started another channel in German called Ortsfremd, and that would also not have been possible without showing my face. Also linked in the video description.
I mean, there are paperbacks.
Yeah, but I mean, don't get silly now. Also, I did say it's a German channel, but I know somebody who spent a lot of time subtitling everything in English so that you can still watch it. You have no excuses.
I mean, it's German subtitles, but the automatic translation is very good.
I thought you did the subtitles also in English.
No, actually for the upcoming season, I'm gonna translate them beforehand and then upload them too, but for... Yes,
Okay,
that.
perfect.
It's also
So-
in English.
Perfect. So the proper first season actually will release also soonish, right?
Yes,
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
When-
we shot that in July?
August.
In August. Yeah, that also feels like it was such a long time ago, but yeah, go watch it.
When does this come out?
Depends on how fast I can edit it.
Okay, so before Ortsfremd.
Yeah, probably. Unless you're really fast. Which we all know you aren't, so. Okay, perfect. What's the next point on my beautiful list?
The analytics.
Ooh, the analytics. So I do need to explain maybe a little bit because I compared now 2025 to all the previous years on my channel because yeah, I didn't upload a whole lot in 2024, so it would be kind of silly to just compare these 2 years together. So let's start with the views. How many views did I get in 2025?
You don't have that at the top of your head?
31,994.
Exactly.
Perfect.
But probably, I mean, probably it's like a few more now.
It's for 2025, so
Oh,
2025 is
yeah,
over.
that's right.
Did you already forget?
Maybe time travelers have watched it.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, maybe YouTube counting is a little bit weird, but I think I looked at these a couple of days after the year was over, so it should be fine. So yeah, I think in the years before that, it was definitely less than that, right?
Yeah, almost half.
Ooh, okay.
Pretty much exactly half.
Right, I think it was pretty closely when I looked at the stats. So I made like 2/3 of the views just in the past year, which is pretty cool. It shows you that it's going into the right direction at least, right? I think for watch time it was a little bit more extreme. I think there are 3/4 were in the last year, right?
Yes, 2000 and 2025.
Yeah, and then around 500 in the previous years. So now 2000, that means it's not quite what my goal was. My goal was, of course, to reach 4,000 so that I can monetize my channel, but yeah, we will get there. And then, yeah, subscribers, I think it was relatively similar to the views, right? It was like almost 666 subscribers in 2025 or something.
68, yeah.
Yeah, these 2 subscribers, they saved the entire year. Yeah, and just like 300 and something in the previous years, which did actually kind of surprise me. I thought that going to 2025 I had more subscribers than like 300 something, but yeah, shows you what I know. And I think that is already everything for 2025. So that means that we can now look into, well, 2026. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful over there. Yeah, good thing that we are already now in 2026. So what's the first thing that I have to talk about?
Survival mode.
Survival mode. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's the plan for Oxide in 2026. I want to add survival mode, which will happen maybe soon-ish. I mean, I haven't written any code yet in 2026 and we're already like 9 days into the year, so...
Boo.
Not a great start, I know. Yeah. Yeah, we will get there though. I still have to like finish up version 0.4 and then I can focus on survival mode. And then the goal for the entire year is then to be able to like play through survival Minecraft, like get to the nether, get to the end, kill the ender dragon, that sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't want to guarantee anything though, so don't come at me if I miss that goal. What was the next point?
Maybe even live streams.
So that was then something that I thought about, like when you can like actually play survival and have some maybe fun with that, and I can then like either do a live stream series about that or maybe a let's play series. because of course it's a multiplayer server, right? So it kind of makes sense to then also play with someone else, which might be more difficult to coordinate live. But then I thought again, if I do it live, then maybe I can like encounter bugs, obviously, and then like fix them in the live stream, and that might be fun. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do there, but yeah, we will see. I have thoughts in my head, like also thoughts in my head about like what to do with like a Let's Play or live stream series. But I also do have other thoughts. Don't worry about it.
Many thoughts, big thoughts.
Such big thoughts.
New front end.
Right, that's the goal for Ducati. Yeah, I said like I made the last Ducati video in January of 2025. Since then, not a lot has happened in that project. Like I've spent maybe like 10 hours getting like a head start on a new like front end stuff that I want to do in HTMX. And I have like some very crude basics working already, but yeah, I definitely would need to spend a lot more time, and Oxide is certainly my #1 priority, so we will see where that goes.
Again, double the watch time.
Yeah, that is the big goal for analytics and the numbers, right? Get to 4,000 hours of watch time in 2026 so that I can monetize my channel and be rich. Yeah. Also, you can donate at the link in the video description down below if you have too much money left over. Would be nice. Thanks.
2,500 subscribers.
Yeah, we'll see if that works. Like I thought like I had to write down some subscriber number now in the beginning of the year as like my goal, right? And I thought like 2,000 sounds maybe a little too less ambitious, but anything over that also might be a little bit unrealistic. So I settled on 2,500. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, get subscribed, by the way, right? Once we're at the topic.
And then more German projects on Ortsfremd.
Right, I already teased season 1 of Ortsfremd coming very soon to a device near you. I don't know, I wanted to say to the cinema near you, but that's not not a plan for now. Would be cool in the future though, like.
I mean, you can rent a cinema and play it there. Play YouTube.
Yeah.
If you have too much money, but you could also donate that to this guy.
Or you can get subscribed on ortsfremd.de and support that project.
.de sounds so shitty. Yeah. We need a .com just in case.
Wait, you also have the .com domain?
No.
No, okay, sad.
That would be neat.
Yeah. And yeah, so season 1 is coming soon. I mean, I've already seen all the episodes, I think. It's great. It's really great.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Yes. Say more about that.
And we're going to film season 2 next year sometime, which will then probably come out in 2027. So not much point in talking about that yet, I guess. We'll talk about that in the next year update video. Yeah.
I mean, we film it this year, but then it will come out next year.
Yes, I think they got it. They're pretty smart, you know. And now I think there are already your questions. So let's get started maybe with the first question.
Ben asks, do you wear wigs?
No.
Because your hair changes dramatically from short to long in your videos.
Yeah, I just don't go to the hairdresser all that often. I don't know what to tell you.
Have you worn wigs?
No.
Will you wear wigs?
I mean, what kind of a question is that? I mean, probably.
When will you wear wigs?
Why would I wear wigs? Like, I don't get it. I mean, I do grow all my hair myself, so.
Homegrown.
It's so homegrown.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another devlog video for Homegrown, the casual farming game I'm making using my own engine.
And I like it that way. But maybe if the situation, the opportunity arises, I don't know. Thanks, Ben. Okay, perfect. Now that we have that out of the way, do we also have some better questions maybe?
Hype asks, why Rust?
I mean, why not? I like Rust. I mean, it's a language that I've now been trying to learn for a couple of years, so it just kind of makes sense, and it's nice and high performant, while you also like cannot really shoot yourself in the foot with doing like poor memory management. It does all of this for you without having to rely on a garbage collector. And if you ever ran like a Minecraft SMP server, then you know how painful a garbage collector can be, and how many like options there are to tune in Java just to like eke out a little bit more performance. So that trauma kind of led me to maybe search for a language that doesn't rely on a garbage collector. Let's just put it that way.
Ben asks, if you had started to code Oxide in a different language, which one would it be?
Interesting question. I think if I hadn't started it in Rust, then this would mean that I don't know Rust, because I mean Rust is perfect, obviously, right? So if I know Rust, why would I choose a different language? But so if I had learned a language that was not Rust, then I would say it's probably Go, because it's also a modern-ish compiled, statically compiled language. Of course, I didn't choose Go. I never actually learned Go. I may want to learn it in the future, I don't know. But yeah, there are some features in there that I don't really like there are also still nulls, and the arrow handling I heard is kind of crap. But there are Go routines, which are much better than async Rust from what I know. But then again, I don't use any async Rust in Oxide at the moment, so I don't really care about that difference too much. Yeah, so in short, I'm also pretty happy with Rust, but if I wouldn't have used Rust, I would have probably learned Go and then used Go for Oxide. Or a language that I already knew before learning Rust, which was JavaScript or TypeScript, but I don't think that's a solid choice for a Minecraft server. So yeah, take from that what you will.
Marty or Matty or Mattai asks,
This is so good that I don't have to butcher any names now.
did you learn anything important from coding Oxide that will improve your code or coding ability later on?
I mean, Oxide was the first time that I really like used threads and looked into multi-threading, so that's probably a pretty big one. And I think I've just got more comfortable with the garbage collector. There's no garbage collector. God damn it. And I also think that I got more comfortable with the borrow checker, so that's also, of course, very important when you write Rust.
Weathers asks, how tall are you?
According to my Personalausweis, I'm 1 meter and 95 centimeters tall. So not quite 2 meters, but yeah, close enough, I guess. And for our American friends in freedom units, that's somewhere above 6 feet, so yeah.
How many bananas?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I mean like actually almost close to 11 bananas. LTTstore.com. Hello?
I just let you simmer in this awkward silence for a bit.
Perfect.
Mylan asks, how much AI did you use to write Oxide?
Not a lot, actually. I mean, I did talk with ChatGPT a little bit about the var-int logic, so the deserialization and serialization, because I couldn't really get that to work myself, but I think ChatGPT also had its difficulties with that. Like, it definitely took a little while, but eventually I think we got there, and the implementation that's still now today in the code base, I think, was then copy and pasted from ChatGPT, but that is also the only thing, I think. I mean, sometimes I talk to ChatGPT about certain things and I just ask it questions and then use it to learn and then implement everything myself. Like, I did have actually a pretty like big borrow checker issue once, and then I just gave it some code and asked it how I can maybe solve that, and then gave me back like 4 or 5 different things I could try, and then I just looked at all of them, picked the best one, implemented it. Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid way to use AI when you learn to write code. So I don't have any like other integrations in my terminal or in my IDE. Again, not a question, but Gesundheit.
Jason13 Gaming asks, has the 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 unobfuscated code made any difference for you?
Yeah, I don't think you pronounced it correctly.
Unobfuscated. Unobfuscated?
Unobfuscated.
Yes. Any difference?
No. Short answer is no. The long answer is that I don't think that, I mean, I haven't really looked into that at all. I don't think that there was actually that big of a difference with the no longer obfuscating code from Mojang's side, because I think there were already mappings available before that, made from the community as far as I know. And so you could basically get relatively clean decompilation already of the Minecraft source code, which I never used, never looked at, and I also don't intend to use it in the future. Just in case Microsoft ever decides to sue my ass, I want to be able to say nope, didn't look at your code. I mean, it would be different maybe if they open source Minecraft, but for now it's still proprietary code essentially. So I could look at it, but I can't copy it, and it's in a different language anyways. I mean, maybe it would make sense to look at it to learn how different things are implemented, but then again I would need to implement them a different way in Rust, so I don't know. And I mean, shout out here at the Minecraft wiki, all the info I need is in there basically, and if it's not in there, then they're 99% of the way there, and the last 1% that I can figure out myself, and also then update the wiki, which I actually also did once, I think, in 2025. Yeah.
This is a tough one. Freak 35 Hz or Fwag 35 Hz or Frequenz 35 Hz asks, what editor are you using?
That would be Final Cut Pro at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I also didn't put that into the 2025 recap, but I mean, technically happened in 2024, but I switched to a MacBook, which feels still kind of weird to say, actually. I mean, I switched to a Mac, right? I used Linux for multiple years and Windows before that and since then, and yeah, now I'm using a Mac, but yeah, I've been liking it so far, and you can use Final Cut, which is the best video editing program that exists. There's just, I mean, there is a comparison. I used DaVinci Resolve before and Premiere Pro too, but I just like Final Cut the most. If you like something else more, then I'm sorry, but you're just wrong. Looking at the cameraman specifically.
Anyways, that wraps up the questions.
Perfect. So thanks to all of you who asked these wonderful questions. If you have more questions at me, then it's best to just join my Discord server and then we can chat. It's also linked in the video description down below. Yeah. It's been a little bit chaotic to record this, so I'm not sure how this will go together in the edit. I'm sure it will be fun. Yeah, thanks for 2025, thanks for 1,000 subscribers, and let's see where we can get in 2026. I'm looking very much forward to it. Yeah, well, goodbye, I guess. Yeah.